Lifeline is a subsidy program for certain telecommunications services. We're talking today about how to make it a little bit easier for certain low-income families to make it easier to afford a home phone, landline, maybe some bundled phone and internet, or maybe even a cell phone. It's all part of the Lifeline program, and this video is made possible in part by support from the Universal Services Fund, part of the Public Service Commission right here in the state of Wisconsin, with the idea that families all over the state can learn about programs to make their day a little easier, especially in a time of national emergency where you could benefit from a little extra assistance coming into your home. Or maybe you just need it easier to connect to your doctor, to a school, or to a community service. Lifeline can be one of those tools in your toolbox. If you're working with families, maybe you work for a community agency, keep Lifeline in mind when you're talking to low-income families. Like we said, Lifeline is a subsidy program. It helps provide a subsidy that could be either a federal or a state or a joint federal and state subsidy, depending on which phone provider the individual is using, to make it so that their phone bill is decreased a little bit, making it just that much easier to afford telecommunications. It can be used for a landline phone or a cell phone or a bundled phone and internet package. One or the other of those, but not all of the above. And it is a service, a subsidy that's available one per household. Let's talk about how to apply for the program and who's eligible. Applying through the program is done through the National Verifier tool. This is a screening tool that's going to walk you through some eligibility questions and determine if you are indeed likely to be eligible for the Lifeline subsidy. The National Verifier tool is then going to direct you to a service provider that can then finish the application form with you. So the verifier itself is not the application form. It's the first step in applying. It's going to take you through some eligibility questions, point you to a provider. They will finish the questionnaire and get you hooked up with the subsidy you're eligible for. Who is eligible? Typically, it's somebody that participates in a public benefit program such as SSI, Medicaid, food share or food assistance here in the state of Wisconsin, certain tribal programs. If maybe you're a veteran or you have a survivor pension benefit or you participate in public housing assistance programs, you may be eligible also for Lifeline. It also could be applied to somebody that is at or below 135% of the federal poverty level. That's typically the income threshold that they'll be looking at. And we do link in the description below to both that National Verifier tool and our federal poverty level calculator to see if you do fall at that threshold that they mention. Like we said, Lifeline can be an important tool in your toolbox. It can help you stay connected. It can help get some internet into your house, or if you need to stay connected to work or to school, if you are participating remotely. It can also just make sure that you are one phone call away from help if you need it. We link to additional things in the description below. Our TLC for kids, Teach, Learn, and Connect for kids. If you have a child with special health care needs in the home, or you are a service provider that works with families with children with special health care needs, make sure you remember Lifeline as one of the resources that families should be considering. We also link to the Wisconsin Public Service Commission where you can learn more about the Lifeline program. And like we said, that National Verifier tool and that FPL Calculator help determine if you can get pointed in the right direction to getting Lifeline in your home.